All right. Well, it's been a while. Last time I spoke to you people uh, was last Sunday, and all right. Like I was saying before, it's been a while since I've been up here. Matter of fact, it's been since what? Uh, did I do the game last Monday night? Who was playing Monday Night Football? Did I do that game? Uh, no, I don't think I did. Chargers and Eagles, right? Yeah, I didn't do that game, so I've been off all week. So let's get this rolling. We're going to begin with that man on the screen, and that is Liam Coen. Yeah, I don't know him either. I know he was Baker Mayfield's offensive coordinator. Tampa Bay, as you see now, are struggling. When this man was there, and of course the great Dave Canales, Baker was unbelievable. Now I did not see the game Thursday night, but when you have Atlanta down 28-14, you don't lose to the gutless ass Atlanta Falcons. Which leads me back to this man. If you haven't noticed, folks, this man is 9-4 in first place in the AFC South. Let me repeat that. He is 9-4, third place in the AFC South, and he's going to get a home game. Now, the way it's looking right now, they don't play Houston anymore. So, if they take care of the Colts one more time, they got to go to Indy. I think it's week 17, I believe. Maybe it's in next week. I don't know. I can look it up right now. But my point is, this man has done a phenomenal job. And the Jaguars, the one let me describe what you're seeing right now in the NFL. We'll do the AFC first, since this man coaches the Jaguars. What you see is, uh, instead of these teams having a Mahomes, a Josh Allen, uh, and Aaron Rodgers, a Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, what did these teams do? They built stout defenses that can get you to the Super Bowl. We're going to see Denver tomorrow against Green Bay, and I'll say it right now. This game is going to come down to one thing. Is this the Packer defense where I scratch my head and go, really? Did that shit? Or is it the Packer defense I roll my eyes with? And if it's the Packer defense that I roll my eyes with, Green Bay is in trouble. I can tell you that right now. Their strength, which is the passing game against Denver's pass defense. Sertan is back. I cannot wait to do that game for you tomorrow, 425. I'm going to do each team from 1 to 5 in the AFC. You tell me what they have in common. Denver, New England, uh, Pittsburgh, Texans, Jaguars. What do they have in common? And you can throw the Chargers in that too, but the Chargers still got plenty to prove. You can't take them seriously. Remember, Justin Herbert, one touchdown, 8 interceptions in his 2 playoff games. So I don't want to hear about Justin Herbert, okay? And what do these teams have in common? Defenses that can hurt you. And I know the people are crying right now that there's not going to be a Mahomes. They bought that themselves. There's no excuse for Buffalo and Kansas City, folks, and Baltimore. These guys just played their course. Meanwhile, this man right here has two things. He has a power running game and he has a very stout defense. And the Jaguars, I can tell you right now, folks, they're going to be a tough out in the AFC. I think the one thing you're going to see in the AFC this year in the playoffs is survival of the fittest. Who wants to knock out Buffalo first? The reason why I'm not buying the Bills is their defense is very suspect and the receivers are going to have a tough time getting open against these defenses in the AFC, especially Denver. And let me say this. If New England win tomorrow, they will be the 1 seed. If you're Buffalo, you better avoid being the 7th seed and going to Mile High, because I can tell you something right now. Those young boys will be waiting for your ass, Josh. They're going to be waiting for you. They're going to remember last year. And this time, when you're playing in that altitude, and Jordan Love is going to find this out tomorrow. When you're playing in that altitude, it's going to be a problem. And, it's like I said, New England is back. Buffalo and Miami has 6 years to get things done. Miami's on the verge of a rebuild. Buffalo is in limbo. They blew it. At least the Jets got 5 number 1 picks in this upcoming draft. They can rectify their problem very quickly. But as far as Buffalo and Miami goes, both of them are failures. Absolute failures. Their fan bases are failures. They're failures. You gave the Patriots 6 years. You Patriots gave you 6 years to at least get to a Super Bowl, and you still haven't done it. And you're not doing it now. And right now, you got who we got? We got. We'll do it in order. Denver, New England, that's 2. Buffalo, 3. Jacksonville and Houston, that's 4-5. Steelers, 6. Chargers, 7. And the Chargers, who have a tough schedule, I might add, if they can get by the Cowboys next week, that's going to be fun. Let me tell you, that's going to be fun. Cowboys and Chargers next Sunday for playoff positioning. Both teams need to gain. We'll see. As far as this man goes, he's doing a phenomenal job. To me, the coach of the year is Shanahan. Give me 1 second. like I was saying, this man Liam Coen has done a hell of a job, but right now Kyle Shanahan is my coach of the year. You lose your two best defensive players, a combined 8 All Pros combined with Boza and Warren, and you are 9-4. Christian McCaffrey's my MVP, by the way. I mean, I can go either him or um, Stafford. The media doesn't really like Stafford, so he's gonna have a problem winning it, you know. But what a job this man has done. I know when he did the skit Duval, and people like saying, "Oh man." See, let me say something about this too. When you're in a market that no one cares about you, you can do some good things if you're a good coach, and he's done that. Same as Coach Mack up in Seattle. No one cares about Seattle, and they're 10-3. They win tomorrow. They're 11-3, and then they play the Rams for the division basically on Thursday night. But because it's Seattle, no one cares what they do, and the media is like that. Fans are like that. Fans, football fans, and I'm very fearful of this. They're turning into NBA fans, and you don't want to be the assholes who the NBA produce. Their fans are the worst fans in the world. But like I said, NFL is teetering. Don't be like NBA fan. Let's get back to senses NFL fans. And let's watch all the games. Let's watch the Super Bowl no matter who's in it. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to get star power in this Super Bowl, folks. I can tell you right now. The way the A.F.C looks, you're beginning to see teams who don't have the marquee quarterback. And this is what the A.F.C is looking like right now. Do you really think the media wants to talk to Trevor Lawrence? Do you think the national media want to talk to Bo Nix? Do you think they want to talk to uh, CJ Stroud's doofy ass? Now, if Philip Rivers somehow get there, and it's a possibility, if we're going to see that tomorrow, by the way. I will keep you abreast in that game. It's going to be very, very interesting with Rivers with that Colts team, which he knows, by the way, because the last team he played with was the Colts, and he's doing this out of a favor out of Gene Steichen. That's going to be fascinating tomorrow. Man was hating. Who was hating, bro? I'm not hating. Hating on who? I didn't hate on anybody. You know, I'm just speaking facts. I'm not hating on nobody. You know, it's like I said. Um, you're gonna get a new team in the Super Bowl from the AFC. The NFC, I picked the Rams back in April. I'm gonna stick with the Rams. I think Philly got a lot of internal problems. Green Bay got to show it to me with that defense. I think Love and the offense is fine. It's the defense I worry about with the Packers. You got Frisco and you got Seattle. And like I said, shout out to Go Professor, by the way. When uh, you have teams that you're in the middle of nowhere, or you coach in a place where the media don't care, like this man right here in Jacksonville doing a phenomenal job, you can win like you've been winning, and your city is proud of you. You're going to have a winning record in your first year. Oh, it's hating slang? I don't know. I don't talk, I'm not into, I'm not, you know, saying what's up to you, by the way. And it's like I said, when you're looking at it right now, folks, this man's done a great job. Will he win the division? The one thing he got going for him, he don't play Houston anymore. Matter of fact, let me bring up the Jaguars schedule. Let me do that for you. Let me pull up their division right now as I'm saying hello to Gold Professor. Let me pull up their schedule. I think of the A.F.C. South teams. They got the Colts and Indy week 17, I believe. Well, we got a good week 17. We got good tomorrow. So, and then you got Drake May, who's played very well, and I told you guys that back in May. I said him and old boy was looking good. Both of them were looking good out there. And look at New England now, folks. I said they'll be the most improved. It's funny. 3 of my 4 predictions came true. I said the Bengals will play the Rams in the Super Bowl. The Bengals are a disaster. I'll get the Burrow. I said Chicago and Carolina will be the most improved teams in the NFC. They are. And how can I say this? I don't when I make a prediction, one of the things I look at is, do I believe they can progress? And I know Canales up in Seattle when he was there with Russell Wilson. I saw that there. If you saw Ben Johnson coach on Black Friday, what he did to Philly, they went into Philly and ran for over 260 yards. You can't deny the man can't coach. Now, him and Matt LaFleur, the problem there is simple. The Bears are trying to build a physical football team. The Packers are more of a finesse team. And when you think you're better than somebody, you don't respect them. And Ben Johnson clearly don't respect Matt LaFleur. Doesn't. And I think his players, I'm talking about Matt LaFleur now, I don't think his players are too crazy about him, really. It was great seeing Jordan Love on McAtee's show this week. I'm the biggest Jordan Love fan. I loved him when he was at Utah State. When I first started this platform, I got a lot of woof from a lot of people because he sat behind Allen. And I said that was the best thing to happen to him. Let's go through that draft, shall we? Let's go through those 5 quarterbacks, shall we? Burrow, he's got to a Super Bowl. He did what he had to do as the number 1 overall pick, but he's been too banged up. 2 A.F.C. championships games, 1 in both Buffalo and Kansas City in the playoffs. No other quarterback can say that in the A.F.C. Tua, a disaster. A walking pinata for defenses. And like I said, they would have took Sewell instead of Waddle. He would never been concussed, and Dolphins would have been playing the way they want. But hey, you got a dumbass owner in Miami, and I'm gonna kill Miami Monday. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna whip the Dolphin community on Monday. But when you have a dumbass owner and even worse, a more dumbass fan base. This is what you get. They expect this quarterback to throw for 45 touchdowns a year. That's never going to happen. You had two idiots. One named Eric. Damn. Oh, McIntosh, who said he has the arm of God. Really? Are you kidding me? You want to see the arm of God? Look at Jordan Love throw the football. That's the arm of God. Okay? That's real arm talent, right? Okay? Okay. All right. Love speaks for himself. He had to wait 3 years, but I would take him on my team any day of the week. I would take Herbert too, but with Herbert, I would have a power running game ready. And Herbert, what can you say? I mean, he has to do it in the playoffs. 1 touchdown, 8 picks. And maybe facing the man he threw 8 picks against wild card weekend, the rematch in Duval County in Jackson. And you don't want to play Stroud, I'll tell you that right now. Not with that defense, bro. No. Liam Coen, he's not going to get the one or the 2. If he holds on over the Steelers, he can get the 3. And I wouldn't want to be the Bills going to Duval County. That's not going to look pretty for the lower half. Okay. Buffalo loses tomorrow. All bets are off for them. And we're going to be pulling. Well, I don't really care who wins the game. I'm doing that game tomorrow up here, by the way. But if New England does sweep Buffalo, wow. That's going to say a lot. And I'll say it again. You had your chance. The white media gave you the MVP last year when you didn't deserve it. That was Lamar Jackson's award. They just didn't want to put Lamar in the upper echelon of great quarterback. They gave it to him. And so far, we've seen nothing from him come big games. All right, let's do the Jaguars schedule. The last 4 games. Can't believe the season's over. The regular season's over 3 weeks from tomorrow. Ain't that something? Where did the season go? Good times down in Duval County, I might add. All right. Yeah. Okay. Jets tomorrow. It'll be a tough one, but I would take the Jets and the points, but they should win that. At Denver next Sunday, that'll be a game that I'm thinking of doing. Ravens and Patriots have been moved to next Sunday night. They flexed the game out. Dolphins and Bengals will be at 1 o'clock on CBS next Sunday for you Dolphins and Bengals fans. At Indianapolis, okay. All right, we're seeing something. All right. Week 16, they're in Denver. I'll do that game next week. God mercy, I will. I don't want to do Steelers and Lions. So I'll do Denver and Jacksonville next week. And then they go to Indy. I want to see where Indy is. Indy's at Carolina. Indy's at Seattle tomorrow. And then they end the season with Houston. I forgot what they played week 16, but it's no fun for the Colts. It'll come to me who they're playing. It's not going to be a good ending for Indianapolis, I'll tell you. Unless Rivers found the gift of the Lord, which I doubt very much. Oh, man. At Seattle tomorrow. Oh, that's right. The Colts, this is what it is. Because Mr. Miami's birthday is next Monday night. We'll all wish him a happy birthday. The Colts at Seattle, home for the Niners, home for the Jaguars, and then at Houston. Sayonara. Unless Rivers gives them something, and that's the key. Rivers got to give them something. While this man right here, did you see the game with Tampa Bay and their throwback? No, I didn't see that game Monday night. You think they had the best uniforms? Okay. All right. Now, I'm not going to argue. I mean, the popsicles are very popular among old school fans like us. I didn't see the game Thursday, brother. I mean, I'm more set on tomorrow and Monday. I'm all set for tomorrow and Monday. That's what my mind is. What a game we got tomorrow. What 5 games tomorrow that all means something. I'll be back in a minute. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. The Swiss, the swashbuckler uniforms is the lick off the top. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't argue or try to disagree with people's opinions that a lot of people agree with. There's a lot of NFL fans that love the Buccaneer uniform, the throwback popsicles from the 70s. They do. A lot of people like that uniform. I like the one they have now because it changed their identity as a franchise from a joke where Tony Dungy changed their identity. They got all those great defensive players and won Super Bowl with it. So you gotta give Tampa Bay a lot of credit. Tony Dungy deserves all the credit, not Gruden. He does. That was what his players he won with. I think people seem to forget that. So Liam Coen, the man that got the Jaguars on the precipice of winning a division title. It won't be easy. This their schedule. Um, After this week, um, at Denver, at the Colts, and then home for Tennessee, which they should this rampage. And tomorrow won't be easy for them either. You think the Jets are going to be? They're not. The Jets are not rolling and dying. I don't know what happened against the sad ass Dolphins last week, but um, I don't know what to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Jaguars have a great chance to get the 3 seed, get a home game, and then either got to go to Foxborough or to Denver. And that's a good rivalry between the Broncos and the Jags. That's why next Sunday's game, we'll do it next Sunday. So a doubleheader next week. Um, we'll do. Uh, don't forget, next Thursday we're in Seattle. Pre-game show at 8 o'clock Eastern. Thursday night football, Rams and Seahawks. Saturday we're in the rematch of the Bears and Packers from Soldier Field Saturday night. And then next Sunday we'll be in Dallas. Cowboys and Chargers, both teams need the game. Playoff implications there next Sunday. And um, we'll also have the Broncos and Jaguars. And then in 2 weeks, we'll have a triple header. That's right. You heard me right. We'll have a triple header in 2 weeks. Okay, week 17. All right. 1 o'clock, Seattle at Carolina. 4:25, Philly at Buffalo. And then 8:20, Niners and Bears from San Francisco. All the games right there, those three are playoff implications. So we'll have the triple header next week. 2 weeks we'll have triple header. So Coach Coen has done a hell of a job. It's between him, Kyle Shanahan. Mike McDonald's not going to get no votes because he's in Seattle. No one cares. I love him. I love Seattle. You guys know that. And we'll talk all about the Seahawks on Thursday. And we'll praise that team. And we'll have the rematch between those two coaches and where it's going to be. This time it's in God's Palace in Quest Field in Seattle on Thursday night. We'll see what the Seahawks are made of. That's the one thing I want to say about that game. We'll see what they're made of at home against the Rams. It'll be their last home game too, because they go to Carolina and then they go to San Francisco. And don't count the Niners out. That's what I try to tell you guys. Don't count out the Niners yet. A lot of people look at the Niners as, back to Liam Coen, head coach of the Jaguars. And one thing about him that you got to love, you're looking at that team, they got very physical defense. They got some tough corners that play physical. But most importantly, they have a power running game. Let me repeat that. Very good both sides of the trenches. Very good receivers on the outside. Punch you in the face defense, physical corners, and a power running game. What did I tell you guys about having a power running game in the defense? Look what is happening in Miami right now. They have rediscovered their roots. God is great. I'm a big Dolphins fan. God is unbelievable how that idiot finally figured out that quarterback is a stiff and that you need to run the football. Miami, to me, going into next year, if they finish the year strong, it's going to be a fun year being a Dolphin fan next year. If you care about winning, if you're one of these Dolphin fans, and a lot of them, unfortunately, is like this, that expects the quarterback to be a 40-touchdown quarterback, not only are you delusional, you're a dumbass. And I can promise you one thing in Miami, the next quarterback they get will be a game manager. And what that does is it silences the fan base. And it makes you, as a fan, care about winning more than you do about the quarterback. And Miami fans are ignorant anyway. But I can guarantee you they'll bring in a game manager next quarterback they draft. So if you're looking at the 27 draft, you're going to have your pick of plenty of QBs. And whoever you get, you tell them, hey, look, we're going to mold you to play in our system. And if you don't like it, well, then, hey, we got this broken down guy over here that stole that stole $170 million. I had to get that in. So Jacksonville, again, great both sides of football, very physical. Trevor Lawrence has not played the way when he first that whole quarterback draft is a bust, except for Mac Jones, who showed that years in the system do pay off, and he proved that. I like this Jaguar team. I don't love them. They are tough to watch, but the style of football they play is winning football. Like Bill Belichick said, you give me a team that plays game management, you win Super Bowls. He's right about that. Billy B is right about that. Absolutely correct. You do win Super Bowls being a game manager. And I was right again as always. And now look at Mike McDaniel going to his strengths. Power running football. Quarterback is no use. He's okay for play action. Other than that, he's a statue out there. So I'm very glad that the Dolphins finally figured it out and told that dumbass owner, hey, you just sign the checks. Don't worry about what's going on in the field. Okay? Dumbass? Okay. Stephen Ross, okay? Huh? Now, let's talk about some other topics. I've been dying to talk about this since it happened. And I don't know what it is about certain group of women to black men, but bro, you had a top 3 most prestigious job on the planet as the University of Michigan head football coach. And your dumbass threw it away because you wanted to chase young Miss Ann. What did I tell you Negroes about Miss Ann? Huh? What did I tell you? Why can't you guys get your money up? Which he has plenty of money. He's a monster, man. He used to be an offensive lineman at Oklahoma. Good God, he's huge. You can always attract women around the globe. You're big, you're tough, you're a physical man, and yet they showed you in the jail cell. I saw this picture yesterday, and I just said, damn. And this is for you, Luke Campbell. Okay? I just saw your stupid ass video before I came up here about it doesn't set black coaches back. Well, yes, it does. You are your goddamn Luke. Why don't you do yourselves a favor, okay? Why don't you go sing what's that damn song? Doodle Brown to your loyalists in South Florida. Can you do that? Do that. Boss, it sets black coaches back. It's going to be hard for a black coach to get a football job again. It's not going to be easy for them. And this damn fool was going to delete himself because of he losing his job. Think about your wife and kid, bro. You don't care about what you did to them. Your marriage is broken now. That woman ain't going to stay with you, bro. She may at first, but after a while, she's out of here. She's never going to forgive you for playing the fool over some young little Miss Ann. You got to be kidding me. Really, bro? Really? And what is it with you brothers loving little Miss Ann? Look, this is just me personally. If a woman doesn't wear her panties right, something that black and Latino women do very well, I might add, I'm not interested. In English, if she's not fit and got a nice ass, I'm not interested. I'm not. And Miss Ann don't do it for me. Never did, never will. And I saw the picture of this young staff member that he was stalking. I mean, bro, Are you serious? Come on, man. You just threw away your damn life. You threw away your career. Now they showing the white man is leaking pictures of you in a jail cell as big as my bathroom, which isn't big at all. And you know what you found out also? The world goes on without you. Ask Chauncey Billups right now. The world goes on without you, bro. And you did this? Are you kidding me? Come on. Ruined your family, ruined your career over some 24-year-old Miss Ann, really? Come on, man. What a disgrace. Miss Ann, this is who you lose your job over. This that idiot in Michigan State a year ago. Another idiot that lost his career for Miss Ann. I don't understand what Miss Ann have owed you Negroes, but I look at Miss Ann as just another woman, and I don't pay her no attention. Unless he's my doctor, which I don't have a white doctor, believe it or not, I don't. I don't pay attention to Miss Ann. Other than money, Miss Ann don't bring nothing to me, to the table. So, again, another black man falls to the power of Miss Ann. This is unbelievable. It's like black women taking L's who are swirlers and divestors now, that these women don't understand the racial climate in America. As far as this head coach that you are speaking about, I think he needs some help for the real, for real. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, you're going to kill yourself over losing your job more than you are for about to lose your family. Something missing with that, man, bro. I mean, you better be thinking about repairing your marriage. And Miss Ann, that Miss Ann, your wife, Miss Annie, she ain't gonna trust your black ass. You really believe? See, white men can get away with cheating, especially with divesting and swirling women. I'm being nice today. You know the words I would call those women, but I'm being nice today because I'm such in a good mood. That they're gonna give white man or any other man chances because they hate black men, and more importantly, they hate themselves. So she's gonna cry. I'm just using this for example. Black women are gonna cry for that white man, that Hispanic man, that Asian man. But for the black man, she has no sympathy for. And this is one of the reasons why I stay to myself and stay single and don't have no women in my life. Well, one of the things I don't ever have to worry about is Miss Ann's ass. Okay? I don't have to worry about her or any other white woman in my life because there is none. And there never will be one. Okay? There'll be no black woman in my life, thank God. There'll be no Latino woman in my life, thank God. No Asian woman, Indian, I don't give a damn. Keep the women away. I'm good. I'm glad that I can go through life being irrelevant to the rest of the world. That's what happens when you're a recluse and a loner. Just make money and lay low. Okay? This coach is an idiot. I'm gonna kill him more on Thursday because I'm gonna be on in the early afternoon. I'm doing the Seahawks and Rams. But what a effing idiot! This guy threw his career, his life away over Little Miss Ann. I can understand if it's a grown woman, his age range, in her mid to late 30s. He was threatening to hurt himself. Yeah, he was threatening to delete himself. Yeah, I know. He wanted to delete himself because he lost his job. I totally agree with that. Matter of fact, I'll do before I get off the air. I'll do Ken Hughes and and Joe Burrow. I'll do that for you before I get off the air. It was nice seeing my man, Mr. Fantastic. Before I came up here, he was doing a video on bus drivers beating up patrons who get loud with them or challenge them. I was laughing at all the violence these bus drivers can do. That's why I pay my fare. Living here in New York, we got something called an Omni card replacing the Metro card now. And all I do is put my Omni card up in the machine. It rings. I go take my seat and get to my destination where I want to go. Seriously. Gold, you want to pull up your camera. Yeah, like I said before, this Michigan coach Moore, he wanted to take his own life because he lost his job, not because his family is going down to hell, and which is really going to hell, by the way. It really is. So he's an idiot. Joe Burrow, I might as well do it since I might as well do Joe Burrow for you. He wants out of Cincinnati. If you could read between the lines, and Joe, no one told you to sign the 5-year extension. Any team that desperate for quarterback would have paid you whatever you wanted, idiot. But you signed the dotted line to play for who I call the warden, and Mike Brown ain't gonna trade you. If you really want out of Cincinnati, you're gonna do what Carson Palmer did. You're gonna retire, and then some team will trade for your services. Raiders, Jets got 5 number ones. Maybe you can work out something with them. Mike Brown can. I think Joe Burrow needs a change of scenery. I think he knows that the Bengals are inept, even though they signed his 2 boys to millions of dollars. And Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow. He's very eccentric. You don't know where he's coming from, where his mind is. No one knows. You know what I'm saying? Joe's being Joe. Hell of a quarterback when he's healthy, though. I mean, his accuracy is pinpoint. I would say him and Tua are the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL, the best at accuracy. Both of them. So Joe Burrow giving mixed signals, but the Bengal media picked up on it. He wants out of Cincinnati. Speaking of out of Cincinnati, this came across my mind just now. Now I went blank. I was going to talk about somebody else before I get into the Ken Hughes trade. All right, our Gold Professor is going to join us. So I might as well talk about Quinn Hughes right now. If you did not hear the blockbuster trade, if you're not a hockey fan, then you don't know what I'm talking about. Quinn Hughes was traded from the Vancouver Canucks to a team that no one had on the radar, the Minnesota Wild, and getting Z Bloom in return as part of the package the Canucks got back. I love the trade for Vancouver more because those kids are going to stay there for 5 years, at least. I can't say the same for Quinn Hughes because Quinn Hughes, let me put it this way. Imagine you are great at what you do in life. You make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're single, you have no kids, And you can either go back home and work and make double your money, or you can go somewhere where you really want to work and enjoy your life. But remember one thing, you are at the very top of your profession. You're one of the best at what you do. That's where Quinn Hughes is right now. It's going to give Minnesota, I'll say, the last 50 games of the year and see where they end up. They'll probably end up third in their division. That's really third in the league in the West. And he's going to have to play Dallas or Colorado in the first round. If they can get past that, I think he will sign on the dotted line. Minnesota, for me, has been a nomad franchise. But they're one of these teams that either they make the playoffs or they're a first round exit. And usually when you have a team like that, you really don't care after a while. Well, that's Minnesota. That's the Minnesota Wild. And on their side of it, they get top 2 defensemen on the planet. But is he going to stick around for 6 or 7 years? I don't know. No one knows. We'll find out as the season progresses. But what was funny about this trade was Jimmy Rutherford, who runs the Vancouver Canucks, really, not Alvin. You know, and you know, so Patrick Alvin yesterday didn't know how to handle the Q&A, while Jimmy Rutherford told a podcast that, hey, we're going to make more trades. We're going to clean this out. And 10 days ago, Minnesota was 8th on the list. Jimmy Rutherford told him, well, what happened on Wednesday was they got together on the phone, and Jimmy Rutherford said, what would you give me for Quinn Hughes? I need this, I need that, I need this. So Billy Guerin, the great New Jersey Devil great back in the 90s, said, all right, this is what I'll give you. You want a defenseman? I'll give you Z Boehm. I'll give you him. You need a winger? I'll give you Prost. And I'll give you Rossi, because they didn't like Rossi anyway. And I'll throw in a number 1. And Rutherford said, all right, I'll sleep on it. Come late Friday afternoon in British Columbia. British Columbia is 3 hours behind here in the East Coast in New York. He called him back and said around 4 o'clock, 4:30, and said, we'll make the deal. And the deal went down. In other words, Vancouver got what they asked for. They didn't have to stress it. They said the deal took 10 minutes. And now Quinn Hughes is the face of the Minnesota Wild. And on the other hand, the 3 kids go out to Vancouver. Vancouver's going to have the number 1 pick overall, most likely. Gavin McKenna has slipped. I'll talk about that in the future. He slipped into the top 10, but not number 1 overall anymore. And I think both teams came out happy. Now, for Minnesota, they have to win around the playoffs to convince them to stay. Okay? They're going to have to do that. Because if they don't do that, he has every reason to say, you know what, I'm not sticking around here too. It's like Miko Rantanen did last spring. When he was traded to Carolina, he told Carolina, I'm not signing with you. Get me somewhere where I will sign. He went to Dallas. He signed the big deal, 8 years, $12 million a year, and Stan Coen and 2 number ones went to Carolina. It was a win-win for both teams. So I love the trade for both teams, more for Vancouver, because now Vancouver is building on the fly. Calgary Flames, can you learn a lesson from that? And here's the difference. Calgary has their young core in the minors. They just don't want to bring them up because their owner is cheap. He likes mediocrity. He likes players that suck ass. While Vancouver is putting it together now. You got to get rid of the mental midget next, Vancouver. You got to get rid of Elias. Get rid of him next. Get rid of Pedersen. And you can really start the full rebuild there. Edmonton at Toronto tonight. Edmonton is in Montreal tomorrow. I may throw Mr. Miami a bone and give him some special coverage after the Packer game tomorrow. So here we go, folks. Buffalo at New England. That'll be my game up here. Chargers and Chiefs. Chiefs have a heartbeat, but maybe die of cardiac arrest tomorrow by 4:30 Eastern time. And then you have 3 late games. Phillip Rivers trying to be hero with the Indianapolis Colts trying to save their season. They'll be in God's palace. They should have landed in Seattle already for that showdown tomorrow in Quest Field. Rams and Lions tomorrow. Take the over. And if you got Stafford in fantasy or Jahmyr Gibbs, Nakua, my man Williams, Devontae Adams, if you have them in fantasy, remember the playoffs begin tomorrow in fantasy. So good luck to all the fantasy playoff teams. As my squad made the playoffs, it feels good. And then you got Green Bay and Denver. You know, I started the day off with that game tomorrow, where I really believe that if Green Bay's defense is suspect tomorrow and you got Bo Nix running around like everything's A-okay and hitting Sutton and the boys and Harvey in the backfield, it's going to be a long day in Green Bay, not altitude. What's going on, Go Professor? It's been a long time. Still enjoying Tom Brady's analysis on Fox every Sunday?
I haven't caught it in a little bit. I haven't caught his show, but I think I caught the last part when he was talking. He's been a staunch soldier for Shador Sanders. He's been standing on business when it comes to Shador. That was the last thing I caught him talking about.
Made me happy last week. Called Jordan Love the best in the business going right now. I really appreciate him saying that. Put a grin on my face.
Yes, sir.
He's getting better and better, by the way, as a commentator. I'm glad.
Yeah. Because we know he wasn't one to really talk a lot, except when he was on. He would talk when he's doing his after game reports, right, or interviews, but. He wasn't really in the limelight like that. So
you paying me $375 million to do commentary? I'm in.
I'm in too, man. I'm in too.
You know what's funny? I predicted that his marriage would not last. And guys, and this was like 3-4 years ago. Guys, thought it was crazy. The second he took that Fox job, I said, it's over.
It's over, huh? Yeah.
And his wife said, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, his life is football. Why? I mean, she was winning. Yeah, I don't know why these bros be
Go ahead,
thinking,
you can speak this. I love it.
yeah,
Go ahead.
they could just start all over. I mean, he's Tom Brady. He's Tom Brady. I
You know
mean,
what
it's
makes
not, huh?
you know what makes me laugh about what you just said? You had a lot of sisters in the sisterhood who said, "Can you believe this clown? He took football over family." And I'm like, "Excuse me, you're the last group of women to care about family."
Right.
Okay, I don't
I
want to
mean,
hear from you.
look, football provided a good life for his family, didn't it?
Yeah, sure
Uh,
did.
I mean,
But
come
remember,
on,
she
man.
makes more money than him. Oh, she did. You know, she still does, but they're not together no more. That's why she took the
But
trainer with.
the thing is, he took care of. Look, he was a man in his family. You didn't hear about him, doing some crazy stuff and out there. His life was football. And I mean, why? It's a man. If the man enjoys football, and I know there'll be somebody say, "Oh, it ain't all about football. He had a
Mm-hmm.
family." Shut up.
Exactly.
Yeah, the man can't enjoy football, and I mean, he ain't all on her nerve, right? She had to
Yeah,
be on his nerve,
I would agree
right?
with that. I think there was on both nerves, but I think Tom took the brunt of she makes more money than him. The world knows his ex-wife as the most glamorous woman in the world. He had to
I
take a
wouldn't
back
say
seat,
that.
and I don't think
I
he
wouldn't
liked
say
that too much.
that.
He had to take a back seat, and I don't think he liked that too much.
I don't
Here we
think he
go,
had to.
Professor.
Why do you think he had to take a back seat? He's Tom Brady. He's
He's
Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady, but his wife was Gazelle Bumson.
So,
But to a lot of people, she's the most
yeah.
glamorous woman in the world. Still is at her
Ah,
age. No, look at me. I'm talking about what they say, not me.
yeah. Truthfully, I didn't even really know her. I didn't even, just personally speaking, personally
Yeah, I'm the
speaking,
same way. I didn't know
I
who the
didn't know
broad was.
who she was. I know Tom Brady though.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't know who the hell she was until my mother told me of all people.
Hey, hey, Mace, you remember when you and I was going back some years ago, back and forth about whether Tom Brady was one of the greatest players, quarterback?
No, I
Uh,
said back then that if Rodgers would have beaten him, a lot of people would have
yeah,
made him the GOAT. I mean, come on. Here,
but
I'll give you
the
a perfect
point,
example of this. I'll give
the
you a
point
perfect
is,
example.
the
Yeah,
point is, we was talking about Tom Brady years ago, right?
yeah.
And my thing is, we didn't bring up his wife.
No, we never did. You're absolutely correct.
we talked about Tom Brady. I couldn't tell
Hmm.
you her name. And
Yep.
I didn't know her name until you just said it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm the type of dude, bro, that I don't put the women involved when I'm doing this. I mean, but
Right.
again, a white man who hates Tom Brady, I mean, he has a lot of haters, Tom Brady, through
Yeah.
the years.
Yeah.
You know that. And a
Right.
lot of them used to throw that up that his wife made more money than him. And people just have to accept that.
But what
This,
does that even mean, Mace? What does that
well, it's not me who does it, it's them who do it, not me.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Me,
sir.
I talk about him, the great champion, 7-time Super
Right.
Bowl winner.
Right.
That's when I talk about Tom Brady. Now I critique him in the booth. I think he's gotten better and better.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
good listen because he's telling you what's going on
Yeah.
through
And
his
it's about
eyes.
the business. Man, we cannot get around the fact that he is Tom Brady.
I totally agree. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, if we're to look at it from a man standpoint,
Hmm.
he's Tom Brady. We ain't looking at his bro like,
Yeah, I agree
yeah,
with
that's
that.
his bro,
Mhm.
but he's
Yeah,
Tom Brady,
yeah, I agree. You ain't gonna get an argument for me.
right?
You know? Yeah, you're
And
not.
it is my humble opinion that he can pull a nice, pretty thing before she can pull another Tom Brady.
You're right about that, by the way. I would agree. I would agree.
He's Tom Brady. That's not and I'm not saying that from the perspective of he's a white guy. I'm saying he's Tom Brady. That's not a color thing. He is Tom Brady.
This is a man that is the biggest Tom Brady fan, other than my boy who passed away last year, who loved Brady also. Hey, look, I have nothing. How can I say this? I never hated Brady. Matter of fact, believe it or not, I enjoyed watching the Patriots 20 years ago when they started winning the Super Bowls. They were good television. You know, be honest with you, I got nothing against Brady at all. Matter of fact, I don't have nothing against. Well, of these guys who are playing right now, for example, I think the one guy, well, anybody who knows me know I love Jordan Love, but the guy who I scratch my head and I go, why do people put this man on a pedestal? And I see nothing as Brock Purdy, bro. I'm like,
well, I would say this. I'm not the kind of Tom Brady fan that says, "Oh, Tom Brady is the great." I don't come across like that. I don't want to come across like that. I'm just saying he's Tom Brady. He's established himself in the game. Now with that being said, I don't think Tom Brady is in the realm of what was my guy's name who's the quarterback for the 49ers? Montana. I don't think he's in that sphere.
I would agree with that.
Because the game was much different than, he had people who were headhunters. He comes, Joe Montana is in the era of Lawrence Taylor, Ronnie Lott, and all them guys.
Remember what Jim Burt did to him in the playoff game in '86 when he knocked him so silly he was concussed. He didn't know what planet he was.
And the concussion protocol didn't really take place until later. It was after Montana. Right?
Way after Montana.
I like Tom Brady because he played the game, but do I put him in the realm of a Joe Montana and all them guys? No, sir. No.
No, honestly, interesting. I put him. Wow. I would go Unitas 1, Montana 2. You could put Brady 3. A lot of people put Elway over him, believe it or not. A lot of people.
Yeah, I would go. Now, I'm not talking necessarily championship, right?
No,
I'm just talking about
quarterback. I'm gonna listen to my parents, and I'll go. Unitas was the best ever.
Johnny Unitas. Okay,
yeah. That's my parents' quarterback.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I'm going with Joe Montana.
No problem.
I would put Elway. Because Elway was a bad boy. He did that. Right.
No problem.
And you know who else I would put in the game, even though he struggled? I would put Dan Fouts. Dan Fouts, he was a notable quarterback. He didn't get no championship, but he was a notable quarterback.
You showing your age, Gold.
Come on, Mace.
I have to admit, back in those days, even though I couldn't stand him because he always beat the Dolphins all the time, Fouts, if he played today, he'd be the greatest ever, bro.
He would be a bad boy, man.
Yeah, Fouts was good in those days. Yeah. You're right. I cannot discount Dan Fouts.
Dan Fouts was a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
All he needed was a solid defense,
mm-hmm.
and he had running backs, man. Oof. man, he had running backs,
And
and he had a
receivers.
powerful arm. He just didn't have a defense that can, they'll score points, but the defense will give them all back. Lack of defense, man.
They were Buffalo in the 80s. They didn't make Super Bowl.
Right. Hey, and you know who else was solid, man? Even though, I mean, he struggled, but Dan Marino for the Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino was a good quarterback.
He's getting his love now for some strange reason. Every time you look up in Instagram, they're doing Dan Marino videos, the greatest this, the greatest that. Now, I know I'm a Dolphin fan, and I'm not gonna go gaga over Dan, but the one thing I would say about Dan, he was worth 5.5 wins a year by himself because that team sucked ass around him. Once the Mark brothers left, that was the team Jimmy Johnson had for him. That was terrible.
Yeah.
He had no weapons, no running game. Come on, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, really?
I mean, he didn't have no. I mean, he didn't have. He had. I think one good wide receiver.
Yeah, Duper and Clayton, the Marks brothers, they were both good.
I mean, but hey, Mace, man, you are far more advanced as far as knowing names in the game and all like than I am. I'm a fan of you, brother. I'm your fan.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm a fan of you, brother.
Oh, you mean you're a fan of me giving history lessons to these youngins who don't know?
Hey, I'm a fan of Mace Taggart, man.
I appreciate that.
I'm Mace Taggart fan because we talk football and I learned something. Even though you just told me you showing your age. You showing your age, bro.
I'm that age too, bro. I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school when Dan Fouts came out, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I used to watch that. My father was a Charger fan to the day he went to his next life, man. Okay,
that's right. You out there? Yeah, you're out there, man. How's your motorcycle doing? How's your bike doing?
Well, I'm working on getting another one, man.
Nice.
The last one, she gave her last life to me, so I had to move. She took me all over the world, man, all over the country, man.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes,
what do you think about Herbert?
Who?
Herbert, Justin Herbert, the Chargers quarterback now.
I haven't looked at because they in LA, right?
Well, okay, I see. I get it.
Come on, Mace. Come on, Mace.
No, I get it. You ain't gonna be arguing for me, man. I get it.
Hey, man.
Packed up and ran away.
This San Diego all day, brother. We don't have a football team, man.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Off topic. What do you think about the Padres?
Well, the thing about the Padres, man, we'll get there and then just fall apart.
I'm always disappointed.
Have us all up ready and then fall apart.
I'm a huge Manny Machado fan. So,
well, I'm gonna just tell you, Mace, my team isn't necessarily the San Diego Padres. Okay. If I'm a Padre, it's by way of my father.
Okay. Tony.
But I'm a St. Louis Cardinal baseball fan. That's my team. I'm originally born in out of St. Louis, right?
Okay. Then let me ask you this question. What
ahead.
the hell has happened to that franchise, bro?
Which the baseball franchise?
Yeah, the Cardinals.
I mean, we used to be winners, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man.
We was known package extra innings when McGuire got there, 97. When they made the trade. The first year I had it. And I watched St. Louis every night since recently. I always watch Cardinals. On my package, I always watch Cardinals.
Yes, sir.
Something's happened to them, bro.
I
I don't
I
know
I,
what.
I think
What the
I,
hell's happened?
I think they just because they used to have. I mean, the St. Louis Cardinals has some good game, and they had a lot of people supporting the team. I don't think they have a lot of support like they used to.
It's sad. I when I click my baseball channels, like which game I want to sit and chill and watch. St. Louis now is always empty. No one goes to
Yeah.
the game anymore.
Yeah,
This
they
is
don't have
bad.
that support. They don't. They don't. It used to be. I mean, everybody was more like, "Hey, we winning these series because we were," but
Yeah.
now you don't see the support like that. And I think when a team doesn't see the support, they tend to lose their drive. Like the football team. Remember, the St. Louis Rams was
Mhm.
the team, right?
Won Super Bowl in '99.
They
Controversial,
won
but
three
you got
Super
done.
Bowls. They won three Super Bowls. Okay, and then they just lost steam, and then they had end up leaving St. Louis, right? And then
Yeah.
they end up going to be the L.A. Rams.
Again.
Yeah.
And
So
they've been winning. Tell you that. Cronky got it going in LA, man. Let
hey,
me ask
hey,
you this.
let me
Yeah, go
ask
ahead.
you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me ask you, man. What is your position on boxing? Do you get into boxing?
Nah, man. The last fight I saw was to me the greatest fight I ever saw in my life. Uh, Bo Holyfield, '1, back in '92.
Okay,
That
okay.
that
That's the
fight will
last time you
always.
watched boxing, man.
Yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
man, that's a long while, brother.
Yeah. Nothing against Floyd Mayweather, but man, when you're doing that sweet science shit, I had a young man that when I was on dialysis,
Uh-huh.
he was a nurse and he went to every Mayweather fight.
Uh-huh.
He will hop on a jet and fly to Vegas just to see Mayweather. He was a Mayweather groupie. So I asked him one day, what makes him so special? Because he's not Ali, he's not uh, Hagler, he's not Tommy the Hitman Hearns.
Right.
What makes this kid so special? Other than his uncle was a great fighter in the 50s. You know? And I still don't see it with him. Yo, that boy, pull up, bro. Yeah, I don't see it with him. Please explain this to me. Other than a
Well,
man that jabs and run around.
I mean, I like Mayweather, but I'm more so of a old. My game, my fight game involves Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard,
There you go.
Hitman. Those guys, Duran,
Royal.
Benitez. Those guys, man. I like boxing. I'm a boxing enthusiast. That's why I asked you what was your position on boxing. But I like watching the sport itself, boxing itself, and it's when I watch it, I be like, man, that was some sharp. I mean, you see up and coming people who are in the game, man. I mean, I like the sport, right? That's why I asked you.
No, I don't have a problem with that, brother. I mean,
Yes,
you're a
sir.
boxing fan. Hey, it's a sport. It's not wrestling, right? It's so,
Right, right,
so
right.
you're not gonna get an argument with me. I'm one of these guys, Gold, that if you're making sense, I let you rock. You like boxing, fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, it's a real sport. It's been around for nearly 200 years. It was once the most popular, most gladiator sport we ever seen,
Right, right.
especially when me and you were young.
Right. Hey man. I was watching um Muhammad Ali and
There you
and
go.
all those guys when I was young, man.
Hmm.
Smoking Joe and all. I mean, I like that. Mike Tyson when he was coming up, man. Uh I liked all that, man. Uh those fights really meant something versus now. I don't know about now. Because now is I mean, uh, It's not the
Fighters
great.
are tiny. It's more of a Latino man sport now because the fighters are average looking men. Yeah,
Yeah,
what I mean by that, their weight class.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And I told this to a boxing enthusiast who came up here before. America loves heavyweights. And unless you have a great heavyweight to represent our country, nothing against my man, what's his name? My man from Nebraska.
Oh,
Uh,
you talking about uh um dang, he got the braids.
yeah, nothing against him,
I
but
always
yo, I mean, that's not going to get me to a pay-per-view,
right.
But let me say this: I was very intrigued. I didn't realize they fixed it when Tyson fought. Oh boy, couple.
Roy Jones. Roy
Well,
Jones.
no. The white guy.
Oh, yeah, you talking about Jay
I
uh
really fought Tyson because when I look at Mike Tyson, he is a physical specimen right now at 59 years old.
right.
I mean, but again, and I hate to say this about Mike. Mike is now what you call those people where they
Terrence Crawford is his name.
yeah, that's
Terrence Crawford.
Crawford and my
Yeah,
man from Dallas who's his rival. Those two.
yeah.
Yeah, Crawford. Um
Terrence Crawford.
Crawford's not gonna get me to a pay-per-view, folks. I'm sorry. You know.
Hey,
And it's nothing against him personally. Yeah,
I
go ahead.
like Terrence Crawford. I like Terrence Crawford.
It's just bad. I like, the Hagler, Hearns, Sugar Ray. That was the last of boxers that we knew by first name basis.
Yeah.
Well, and again, I think the night Holyfield and Bo fought the first one, and Bo beat him, and he called Mike Tyson, told him that when Tyson was doing time, unfortunately, that he beat Holyfield. To me, that's
Uh-huh.
the night boxing died, in my opinion. That was the last great heavyweight fight we really had. If you think about it, go. That was the last great heavyweight fight we had,
Um,
in my opinion. I don't take the Klitschko seriously or a Tyson Fury. No, thank you.
Let me think. Who would I think was the last great fight? Um, who would be the last great fight? And we're talking heavyweight
Yes, or any class. To me,
or in any class.
I'm more heavyweight. So
Okay. Okay.
because who's our boy from Mexico? What's his name? I saw Whitaker in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio get blatantly robbed back in 1996 or 97. And we know he beat Chavez's ass. When that happened, he got robbed. I said, I ain't watching this shit no more. I said, no, thank you. I'll tell you, did you remember the Holyfield Foreman?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I watched that fight, believe it or not, 2 Degree Weather outside a sports bar in Hoboken, New Jersey. No joke, 1991. And
Wow.
here's my question to the folks. In one side of the ring, you have a man pelted up, face basically swole. And on the other side, they're putting a cheeseburger in the other man's mouth before the bell rings.
Uh-huh.
And has nothing on his face. But yet the man eating the cheeseburger got robbed by the man that got his ass beat in the ring. That's another one I was very suspect. And that night, I could tell you, I never liked George Foreman until that night. When Foreman got robbed, I became a big George Foreman fan. And I never liked Holyfield. Never. Didn't like him from the 84 Olympic team. Which was, in my opinion, you could say probably the third or fourth greatest Olympic team ever. I
Yes,
think the
sir.
60 team was the greatest team ever. with Ali. Joe Frazier was on the 60 team. Jerry Quarry, the Great White Hope. See, my mom is the sports fan of the family, and my mom taught me about that. Because my mom is a big boxing fan from the old days, not today's boxing, but back in those days. She saw the glory years, Whitaker, Mayweather's uncle was on the 56 Olympic team, my mother told me. Another great Olympic team of great American fighters. I remember 76 very well, that group, and 84. Yeah, remember that.
Yes, sir.
Great fighters, man.
Yes, sir.
America just don't produce them no more, in my opinion. Especially the heavyweight division.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still thinking on what would be the greatest heavyweight fight that I can remember.
I saw all the I saw all the Ali ones from the 70s, from the early to Joe Frazier, then Ken Norton, and George Foreman. I saw those fights. My father used to take me to the old closed circuit in the Upper West Side in Manhattan to watch those fights at 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I saw a lot of Ali. That's why Ali is my guy. Always will be.
Yeah.
But again, the guys you like from the 80s, they were awesome. You will never see that again.
Never. I look at, because I like to watch old fights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I strive to watch like the history of boxing, right? So I like to watch how boxers, their techniques, their skills, what it took to get there. And Muhammad Ali was one who was great, but boxers before him, Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, so when you ask me what is the greatest last fight, it's kind of hard to answer that question, because I mean, there were so many great fights where I've watched, and it's like, wow. When I watch Mike Tyson fight, it's like he was a brutal fighter. But when I watch Holyfield fight, or I mean watching Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson fight, I mean, there were some great heavyweight fights. Klitschko getting that
You
work.
like Klitschko? Seriously, you respect the Klitschko brothers?
Hey, Klitschko was a hard hitter. He just couldn't handle that work when it came to brothers. Yeah, I mean, he was. I mean, he did that work. Now, don't get me wrong, but
Wow.
I mean, watching those great fighters. I mean, Smoking Joe was a bad dude, man. I just
sad what happened to him, man. The disrespect he was shown by America.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I mean, there was a number of boxers like Ken Norton.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ken Norton. It was said that Ken Norton gave Muhammad Ali the most work.
Yeah, broken jaw.
Ken Norton. I mean, then we cannot forget Ray Mercer. Oh, Ray Mercer was a monster in the ring, a beast. All right, Ray Mercer. Shoot, man. I mean, like, man. I mean, these were some guys, man. He was. These
What's up,
were
Iman? Iman in the building. He says Ali is the greatest athlete ever. Now, see, I know you probably disagree with him, but the reason why I don't argue with it is because a lot of people believe that, especially people our age, believe it or not.
well, I'm not mad at that statement. I'm
No,
not
I'm just
mad at that.
saying. No, I didn't say you was mad at it. What I said was you probably disagree with that statement.
No, no, I don't necessarily disagree with that. I mean,
Okay,
hey,
good.
yeah, I mean, Muhammad Ali, uh, yeah, he was the when he said he was the greatest of all time, he meant that. He was the only one who came like that.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Now, you know the generation after us, they're Tyson sickos. Do you? I'm 60 spiritually.
Shout out to E-Man Perry, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
this
that
is
brother there.
Manosphere brother. I was gonna say, shout out to Iman. I was gonna
Shout
say,
out to my guy. Yes,
here you
sir.
go. Here's the question: between 1986 and 1990, who was the best boxer you've seen? You gotta put Tyson in that. That's why I said the years 86 to 90. Matter of fact, let me go a step further. From 1980 to 1990, in your opinion, who was the best boxer you saw in that decade?
Well,
Any class.
any class? Well,
Yeah.
heavyweight, you got to put Tyson in there.
Okay.
You got to put Tyson. And then you got to put Roy Jones.
Okay.
Roy was my guy until he met Tarver. You know. Then let's see. I mean, Mayweather came along later, right? So
Yeah, he came in the late 90s, 2000.
yeah, he came later. So in that time, you had Roy, you had Mike Tyson,
Julio Cesar Chavez, who I never liked.
uh,
And of course, my boy Sweet Pea Whitaker.
yeah, Sweet Pea, You had what's my guy name who he fought later. He was a bad boy. He almost dropped even though almost it don't count for nothing, but he almost dropped the Mayweather. What is his name?
I know you're not talking Pacquiao.
Not Pacquiao. No, sir. Not Pacquiao.
You talk about a fight that happened 5 years too late.
Not Pacquiao. But I mean, in the 80s, what was you doing in the 80s and 90s, Mace?
What was I doing?
Yes,
Working
sir.
my ass off, but I was watching sports like a diehard. But boxing, like I said, the second that we got a boxing guy up here right now joining us. Once Holyfield robbed Foreman, and then Riddick Bowe again. This is I've seen some of the great Ali fights live as a little tot. My dad took me for the big fights.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, once I don't know what it was. Once Riddick Bowe took care of Holyfield, to me, boxing just died. And one of the big reasons was because Tyson was doing time, unfortunately, for Tyson fans, which back then was most of America, most of the world. I still can't believe we lost to Buster Douglas. I still can't believe that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, Buster had that moment. He had that moment, man. And
Man, Zano,
everybody
if you
has
hear
that
me, come
moment.
back up here.
Huh?
If the guy was just up here, he comes back. I told him
Okay.
to come back up here because you guys can really
Everybody
talk.
has that moment, man. I mean,
Well, I have a question. Were you thinking Mayweather versus Maidana or Mayweather versus De La Hoya?
no. What was my guy name? Oh,
Manzano will know this. I'll let you two guys talk. Go ahead.
no, dang. What? Not with a. No, I'm trying to think because we talking about the 80s, 90s, and
Chavez Senior. Chavez
no,
Senior.
not Chavez. No, sir. His brother. Dang. He almost.
Riddick Bowe.
No, we're
Oh, this
talking
is
about
against this. This is against Mayweather.
Mayweather,
Manzano. Yeah, I
and
almost beat
he
Mayweather.
almost dropped him in the ring. He almost dropped him.
Zab Judah.
Not Zab. Not Zab. Zab didn't buckle it. Didn't buckle.
Let you guys talk boxing.
Zab didn't buckle Mayweather. The only one who buckled Mayweather, and
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his name.
Mayweather adjusted. Mayweather adjusted, and then went to win.
I know who you're talking about. Emmanuel.
No.
Prince Nassim or something like that.
No, sir. No. Nah, that's the one. That's Mayweather's hardest fight. The one that he called him. The one that had the movements, the dance, kind of like. That wasn't Prince Nassim though.
I know who you're talking about. He had like an African last name or whatever. I know the brother you're talking about, but I can't remember his name now.
No, he didn't have an African last name. Let me look it up, man. I'm tripping.
Hey, Mace, do you remember where you were when the upset for, like, were you watching that fight when Buster Douglas upset Tyson, Mace?
No, but you know, I was at my mom's house back then, and she was screaming. I thought somebody broke into the house, and next thing you know, I see Tyson down, and I'm like, oh man. I was never a Tyson fan though.
Were you more of a Evander fan than
I never
Tyson?
I told you that story. I never like Holyfield.
You know, I like Riddick Bowe for some reason. I don't know what it is. I like Riddick.
Back in the 90s. That was the greatest heavyweight fight I've ever seen with my own eyes. I saw a lot.
Shane Mosley.
Oh,
Shane Mosley. There you go.
Shane Mosley. That's the one. Sugar Shane Mosley. Right. Now he was a bad boxer. Right. He was a tough boy.
His son is boxing now too.
Who?
Shane Mosley
is boxing.
Yeah, Shane Mosley Jr. is boxing right now.
Okay. Yeah, Shane Mosley was a bad boy, but when he fought Mayweather, he was past that time. He was past the time when he fought Mayweather, man.
Mace, were you a big fan of like the lighter divisions in boxing, or were you more of a heavyweight guy?
I was a heavyweight guy, but I respected the golden era of Hitman Hearns and
yeah, man,
and my man from Boston, God bless his soul.
My guy was
Aaron Pryor.
Hagler.
That's my guy.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Did you hate Chavez Senior, Mace?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I didn't rock with Chavez.
I'll be right back. Let you guys talk boxing.
For me, I as a boxing fan, I gravitated towards more that style because it was more entertaining to me. I felt the traditional like slick boxers, I kind of felt it was boring. I understood the sport, but I felt that style was boring to me.
Uh-huh.
I liked Oscar De La Hoya. I liked Marco Antonio Barrera, Juan Manuel Marquez and stuff like those. I like those guys better, that style better because it was more visually appealing because it was more about the action of the fight. Would you say a lot of people say Floyd was very boring in the ring? Do you agree with that, or is that harsh?
I don't necessarily disagree. But I like tactical fights. I mean, I like watching a tactical fight. So
those come forward guys can be very tactical. Let's not for Juan Manuel Marquez Chavez Sr. was a tactical fighter. He was a come forward guy, but he was very tactical, like on how he applied his pressure and stuff like that. Like he wasn't a traditional slick boxer because he can hit you and hurt you very. Were you a Parnell Whitaker fan?
I like Parnell. Yeah, Sweet Pea. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Is there a young guy that you feel like is close to Sweet Pea in terms of style?
No, sir. Whoa. Let me take that back. There's a young boxer, Abdullah
Mason.
Abdullah Mason.
A lot of people say Terrence Crawford is Sweet Pea.
No. Sweet Pea. Each boxer has their own kind of way and style, right? And if I'm to look at them from a young standpoint, I think Abdullah Mason is more Sweet Pea than not all the flash. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about in style.
Yeah. When I don't understand where people get Parnell Whitaker with the style that Bud fights, because Bud doesn't fight like Parnell and stuff like that.
No, he doesn't.
I would say his style is more. He's Floyd with more power, a little bit more power, and he can switch hit. Do you agree?
He's Floyd with more power.
Or my mistake, he's Aaron Pryor.
Okay.
If you ever watch Aaron Pryor in his prime, I feel Bud fights like that a little bit. Like
I think Bud Crawford, he would be. Let me think who if
Sugar Ray Leonard.
No, not Sugar
Tommy
Ray.
Hearns.
I think he would be a combination of. He probably would be a combination of. If I'm looking at how he
because the reason why it's hard to pinpoint Bud is because I don't think back then there was a lot of switch hitters because Bud can hit you with power in both hands.
Right.
That's the hard thing with Bud, to compare him to another fighter, because was there a lot of switch hitters in the 80s and 90s?
No, sir. Most boxers would. Only one that I can think of was Roy. Roy was switch.
Oh, Roy Jones Jr. was a switch hitter? I didn't know that.
Switch. Yes, sir. He would switch.
But not consistently like Bud did.
Not like Bud. No, sir.
Yeah.
Not like Bud.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the heavyweight division died after the Klitschko's retired, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I think you
need to watch out for Moses Utama.
I think boxing kind of when Fury and them started fighting, it kind of lost, because we was watching these
I said
guys.
these fighters. I'm gonna say this. These fighters right now are trying to be Money Mayweather before becoming Pretty Boy Floyd. Like, because they learn most of these kids grew up in the Money Mayweather era, where Mayweather constantly was asking for more money for fights and like backing out of fights because he wasn't getting the right amount of money after the Oscar fight and stuff like that. So I think guys like Javante Davis, Devin Haney, Atio, and stuff like these young fighters now don't want to put in the work to earn that paycheck. And there's certain promoters that are overpaying these fighters. That I understand these guys are getting punched in the face, but Devin Haney is not worth $10 million. I like Bud, but he's not worth Canelo money. He is not Canelo money. Like,
okay. I thought we lost you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think most fighters back in the '80s and '70s, most of these fighters had a second job because they weren't really getting paid unless you were a top fighter. Most of these guys had to work a second job correctly, in general. Like most fighters had to work like outside of box. It was like baseball. Most athletes in the '70s, '80s, and '90s had to work second jobs because they weren't getting paid a lot and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
I think most of these athletes are too pampered now. That's why if they're not getting what they want, they sit out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the game is a challenge, man.
And boxing has become more niche than anything else because the pay-per-view model has died out, and everybody's illegally streaming fights now. Like, no one wants to pay $70-$80 for a fight.
Yeah,
and there's not free TV fights anymore either.
I think the boxing game has constantly evolved. We see good fighters, but then the next thing we hear is, this was rigged, this was happening.
No, it's more the fans that are destroying the
sport. So
I think it's the fans destroying the sport because they feel that their fighters getting screwed, or like when it's a close fight, there's always the term they got robbed.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, who's your favorite fighter growing up?
Hagler, marvelous
Tony's
Hagler.
right about that.
So Mace, am I right? Back when you guys were kids, most of these boxers had a second job. They weren't getting paid a ton of money and stuff like that.
Except for Ali, everybody else had a second job. I would agree. And then money started getting higher when the golden era for gold professors.
When Tyson came in.
No, not Tyson. When guys like Sugar Ray and Hagler, Tommy the Hitman Hearns, Aguayo, Aaron Pryor.
Yeah, you won't see those guys no more, man.
Never again.
Roberto Duran.
You will not see those guys, those kind of fighters again.
No, and another thing that hurt the sport too is like I said, illegally streaming fights now has killed the pay-per-view model because, like I said, nobody wants to pay $80, $100, depending on the fight. Nobody's gonna pay $100 for a fight and stuff like that, unless it's one of these big guys like a Tyson Fury. No one's gonna be paying $100. I like Terrence Crawford, but he's not worth $100 for a pay-per-view and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't. When Fury and when
AJ,
Fury
Anthony Joshua.
No, not Joshua. I don't think Joshua was a great fighter. I mean,
Deontay
Wilder. So when them two fought, right? I think that was probably the most promoted fight. And we seen it go downhill from there because you seen these guys out of shape. They didn't display technique. It was. I mean, guys when Foreman and Muhammad Ali and Smoking Joe and all those guys, man, they came in different, man. But Fury.
Can you guys explain to me why? I've always wondered this. Why is it that people never liked Joe Frazier? Like a lot of boxing fans don't talk about Frazier a lot, Mace. Why is that?
Well, it's because people are locked into what Muhammad Ali was talking about. Remember, Muhammad Ali was always talking about him bad, and so people remember it from that standpoint, right? And Smoking Joe wasn't one who talked too much. He
wasn't a trash talker, really.
Smoking Joe helped Muhammad Ali. That's the killer part about it.
Honestly, my favorite fighter of that era was always George Foreman. Maybe it's because of how he fought, maybe like the power punching and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I don't understand like where the comparisons. A lot of people compare Deontay's power to George Foreman. I don't know where that comparison comes from, because George can hit you, but like
Who said that? Who does
Deontay
that?
Wilder fan, Deontay's fans
Really?
say this.
Then they don't know George. Because Deontay, I don't think Deontay could stand up to a George Foreman, a young George Foreman. No. You're talking about a guy who was breaking down punching bags. He hit that hard.
Yeah, no, I've heard. I'm not sure if this is just exaggerating to make him more mythic.
Yeah.
They actually said there was rumors that he punched through a brick wall, like George Foreman did. Like, I'm not sure if that's just making like rumors to make George bigger than he actually was, or if that was actually true.
Well, we know he broke punching bags. Okay, so as far as punching through walls, I don't know. But as far as bags, I mean, the man was think about it. George Foreman was a big guy. You
I think
talking
it was
about
like 250, 260, right?
You talking about George Foreman was like 6'4", 6'5", somewhere near, right?
Yeah.
And he was in the heavyweight. He weighed like 245, 50. He was in that range. He a big guy. He was a big guy.
I would say he's around the same weight as the Klitschko brothers. Like the Klitschkos were walking around. Yeah. Like Deontay's more like, when you look at Deontay and Joshua, they were walking around more Muhammad Ali, 220, 230, and stuff like that.
Well, Deontay was more muscular. Just like Holyfield. Holyfield was there's only been two real muscular type bodied boxers, and that is Holyfield and Deontay Wilder in the heavyweight.
George Foreman was just country strong.
He was just country, he wasn't built like that. He wasn't built like that.
I think Ali, actually, before he passed away, he said George was the toughest fight he ever had.
Yeah, he probably was. I mean, Muhammad Ali had some hard fights, but we also know that Ken Norton gave Ali the battle of his life.
That's another guy that nobody talks about a lot. Why do you guys think Norton doesn't get talked about? Taking away Ali, taking away the Ali thing. Why do people never talk about Ken Norton enough, Mace? You think?
He didn't win enough.
He didn't win enough titles?
Yeah, in the 70s, it was all Ali. In the 70s.
George Foreman.
Into the 76 Olympic team, they had the Spink brothers. They had Sugar Ray. They had Tommy the Hitman. No, Hitman Hearns was the 80 Olympic team, right? But didn't go to Russia. Him and Thomas Hagler. Hagler. Marvin Hagler.
What was the 70 that team? Was that 76? The team? The 76 Olympic team, was that the one with the Mayweather's uncle and father?
No, his uncle was in the 56 team, 1956.
What year was his father in the Olympics?
I don't know. I know 60 was Ali, Frazier, George Foreman was 68. The Olympic team with George Foreman and Ken Norton.
Aaron Pryor?
Aaron Pryor had to be 76. Yeah, he was 76.
He was that Sugar Ray Leonard?
Yeah.
Class?
Yeah.
It seems that the three classes that the sent the most Hall of Famers into was the 76 and the 84. I think it was 84. Was that the Golden Boy team?
That was a team, Mike Tyson, and someone you would know very well that hosts MLB. What's my man? Kevin. He's on MLB all the time.
Rosenthal?
No.
Amsinger?
No, he does the show early in the afternoon with all the stats.
Brian Kenny?
There you go. He was Tyson's sparring partner at 84 Olympic team.
I didn't wait. I didn't know Brian boxed.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian Kenny, yeah.
What was wait, were Oscar and Floyd the same class?
I don't know. Gold can answer that. Gold.
Who? What was the question?
Was
What
Floyd, Mayweather, and De La Hoya in the same group together when they came up together?
Well, I mean, they didn't fight until later. They didn't fight until later in the game. But as far as being in the same
Olympic
weight
class,
this way, I don't think they were in the same Olympic weight class. Let me look it up real quick.
No, in terms of the amateur class that developed them and stuff like that. Were they the 91 Olympic? Was that the 91 Olympics Oscar won the gold medal?
Oscar won, and Mayweather took third. I think a second or third or something like that.
That's another thing that screws up boxing too, is the amateur system how they determine the weight class in the amateur system screws up where these kids are naturally going to fight when they turn pro too. Like, because in the amateurs, they mix multiple classes together, weight classes together. So like a middleweight is going to be fighting a like a lightweight and stuff like that. And these kids are walking around naturally bigger. Like when you look at Devin, like guys like T.O. and stuff like that, they're walking around like at 168. They're very big. They're naturally bigger kids and stuff like that. And the amateur screws up where these kids are naturally going to fight when they turn pro and stuff, because you're mashing up multiple classes in the amateurs, correct? Gold.
Well. That, I mean, now let me bring some clarity here. I am not an expert on how the boxing game works. I'm an enthusiast, boxing enthusiast, but I want to make it clear that I'm not the expert.
I thought you were a professional fighter.
No, no, I'm not. No, I'm just an enthusiast. I like the game. The boxing, I like the boxing world, but I am familiar with some things, but all of it, all the inner workings of it, all the intricacies, no, I'm not.
Mace, did you like Esteban de Jesus?
Let me see. I don't really know him. Hey, Melina, how you doing, baby? I don't really. He
was a big rival for Duran.
I remember him, yeah, back in the 80s, right?
Yeah, he was a big rival for Duran when he was fighting at 126 and stuff like that. He was that big, lanky guy, big, tall, skinny, lanky fighter that was like.
I remember him now, yeah.
Duran, honestly, I feel Duran out of the lighter fighters was the hardest hitting guy because people hated fighting Duran.
Hands of stone.
Well, they hated fighting Duran because of his attitude, man. Duran, you talking about Roberto Duran, right?
Yeah, hands of stone.
Yeah, his attitude was ugly, right? That's what really made it. Wasn't that they hated fighting him; it was his attitude. If you watch his old fights, he had this real ugly attitude, and
like arrogance, or like just like sir, like was he like did he have the same personality as like a George Foreman, where George hated the media and stuff like that?
No. When he fought guys like Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns, it wasn't
all the trash talking.
It wasn't the kind of arrogance where you say, "Oh yeah, he knows his game." No, it was the kind of arrogance is, you know how you talk stuff and now you got to back it up. That kind of arrogance, man. So
yeah, no, and I remember I saw, I think one of his I think it was the first or second fight where he made inappropriate comments about Sugar Ray's wife. Like he would actually say, I'm gonna sleep with your wife. Like he would say it in Spanish, but if you understood Spanish, you understand what he was saying. He would say make inappropriate comments, personal comments about people's families and stuff like that.
Yeah, he had an ugly attitude, man, and
George was just bitter.
They made him
because of
pay
Ali.
for it. They made him pay for it.
So was George just bitter because everybody paid attention to Ali? That's why he didn't like the media.
No, George was more. He wasn't as a social type person. George, he wasn't that kind of social person.
Yeah,
Right?
he ain't the George
tried to
Foreman
be.
that you saw in the 1990s. I tell you that.
The George Foreman grow George Foreman.
Yeah.
And I think that's where people started hating Evander, right? When he beat Foreman, Mace.
Yep, me and Gold was talking about that earlier. Yeah, man, that changed my opinion about boxing. That fight right there, where on one side of the ring the man is pelted up, and the other side of the ring, every time when the bell rings, he takes a bite of a cheeseburger, and that guy lost. Something wrong with that.
Was that Foreman fight before or after the Tyson fight where Holyfield bit his ear off?
Oh, way before. Way before.
Holyfield didn't bite nobody ear off. That was Mike Tyson.
Tyson bit his ear off.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what I meant. Like where was that 94 or 97? What year was that?
That was 90, I think 95, right?
I'm not sure when exactly that was. I know I was watching the fight. I know I was watching the fight. I know I was watching the fight. That's all I know.
Everything was closed circuit when you guys first started watching boxing, right, Mace?
Yeah, in the early 70s, yeah. But in the 90s, pay-per-view blew up.
Was that the Buster Douglas was the year after, a couple years after that, right?
Way before. That was 1990, Tony. Douglas was 90. Holyfield Foreman was 91 and 92.
Were you guys a Razor Ruddock fan?
You guys
I was
about that.
I was. Yeah.
There you go.
I was a boxing enthusiast, man. I don't know. I mean,
were you were more fan of the sport instead of one fighter?
Right. I'm a fan of the sport. Yes, sir.
So Mace, me and Gold were talking about. I gravitate more towards like the way Oscar De La Hoya, like the Mexican style fighting where there were come forward guys and like all action. Were you more of a technical, pure boxer guy, or were you a mixture of both styles?
I was a slugging style, man. I like guys get in the middle of the ring. Go watch Hearn and Hagler.
In the middle of the ring, huh, Mace?
Yeah, that's right, bro. I like gladiators out there, not dancers, bro.
Get in the middle of the ring. And
who was Aaron Pryor's biggest rival?
Agoyo. Alexis Agoyo.
Were those fights legendary, Mace?
Yes, they were, especially the one in the Orange Bowl in 1982. Yep.
Was that the I can't remember. I think I'm thinking of the right fight. Was that the one where Aguayo almost knocked him out?
Yeah.
And Razor, I think Aaron Pryor came back and I think beat him on the cards and stuff like that.
You're absolutely correct, honey.
What changed with Florida with boxing, Mace? Like why did Florida all of a sudden become not like a hotbed for you would see a lot of fights in like Miami, Tampa and stuff like that on pay-per-view, but now you don't see a lot of boxing.
I have no, Tony, to be honest with you, man, I have no idea. I'm being honest with you. I really don't know.
It seems like New York has lost its luster with boxing too.
Yes, it has.
That was the mecca of boxing for almost 40, 50 years, right, Mace?
No, I'd say more once Tyson left, right? Mike Goldie, would you say that?
Yeah. Well,
everything changed once Tyson
left.
What happened to him?
And it just didn't. The politics took over. Let's say that. a lot of the
A lot of people say Don King screwed up the sport.
Well, there's always been a lot of politics in the sport, right? But it just became more prevalent over time, man. And it just
the other side of the street arguments came in like in the late 90s when guys like Oscar and Floyd came into the sport. Like and another guy I liked was Joe Calzaghe, if you guys know who that is. Mace.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
He was in the late night, like around that time too. Like he came in like 95. He started fighting in 95. He won a lot of the middleweight titles, like super welterweight and middleweight titles.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't follow that class, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, I like, as I said, I like the sport. I'm an enthusiast of the sport, but and I'm always watching history about the sport. And, great boxers. Like I recently watched a lot of James Tony, whichever.
Tony.
Hey,
James
man.
Tony.
I mean, the man was a bad boy, even though he had some challenges when he was fighting. He lost the fight because just like Roy did, he hit the man when he was down and threw his game off. And there's stuff like that, man. Hey, Mace, did you see the one? I don't know if you did, but I'm asking you anyway. There was the fight where the two boxers went and jumped the dude. He went in the locker room because he had won the fight. I don't know if you heard about that, but he had won the fight.
I heard something about that.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And the brothers went back there and jumped on him.
That's crazy.
That's a cold game. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what messes up the game, man. People don't want to.
Mace, were you a Camacho fan?
No, but I knew him personally. I knew his mother.
You knew Camacho's mother? Hector Camacho Sr.'s mother?
She opened up a Coochie Fritos where I used to live back in the 90s.
Is that like where that arena was, like where he did most of his fights? Like, was that near, like that ballroom? Was that near where you lived, Mace?
The ballroom is in Manhattan.
The Manhattan Ballroom or whatever it's called?
Yeah, right across the street from Madison Square Garden.
Okay. Oh, the Hammerstein?
Yeah. The ballroom.
Oh, I thought that was I thought that was in Brooklyn. I've always assumed that was in like Brooklyn
No. That's in the BX.
Oh, in the BX?
I'm not saying BX. Midtown Manhattan, Madison Square Garden, buddy.
Okay.
Hey, Mace, you know, in my travels, man, I've been all through New York. In fact, my last travel, I was in Harlem, 125th Street at the law school of Mecca.
I know what you're talking about, brother.
Yeah, I was there.
What'd you think of it?
Earlier this year, I pushed there. Yes, sir.
Did you like it?
I had a great time, Mace. I met some good brothers there.
Same anymore.
Huh?
Unfortunately, it's not the same like it used to be 30 years ago, man.
Things change. We know that. Come on, man. Come on.
Gentrifying,
bro.
Huh?
Gentrification.
Yep, exactly. Tony hit it around the nose.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I was down there. I pulled up, right? I pulled up, and I went to the Mecca, man. It was great. It was great, Mace. It was great.
I'm glad you liked it, man. Seriously, yeah. I'm glad you liked it.
It was great, Mace.
Yeah, because I when I go to New York, we stay in like Midtown and stuff. Washington Heights is not the same. Like, it's very gentrified now.
Yes, unfortunately.
It's pushing out all the Hispanic, like all the Dominican. I think all the Dominicans are going into like Long Island,
Westchester County, Long Island.
Yeah, Westchester and stuff like that.
It's sad.
You're taking out the culture because you want money and stuff like that.
Yep. I was talking
The
to
BS
somebody the other
where
day.
you live, that's where all the Dominicans were, Mace, right?
Yeah, I live right across the bridge. Yeah, like 2 minutes away from Washington Heights. Just walking across the bridge, and Washington Heights is right there.
Aren't you near that
I used to be over there.
that nightclub? Isn't the nightclub around where you are, Mace, where all the Dominican baseball players used to go to?
Oh, you mean Jimmy's Cafe? Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
next
Jimmy's
exit
Cafe.
from where I used to live. Yeah, Jimmy's. Yeah.
Is Jimmy still around?
Yeah, he's in another part. He's near me now where I live. Yeah.
The original Jimmy's was closer to
The Yankee Stadium.
the stadium, right?
Yeah, 2 exits, and you're at Jimmy's. Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to New York, I mean I've been there numerous times, man, and yeah, I've had great time except when I walk through that certain place in New York.
What place you talking about?
with that place where dudes are touching each other's feet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to walk through there, but I had left Central Park and just started walking through. And yeah, I'm like, oh, I gotta walk a little faster. Get out of here.
I can't remember what area this is, Mace. Where's the mecca of street basketball? Like where all these big basketball players.
You got one in West 4th Street. That's the legendary one. You have the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Dyckman. That's in Washington Heights, by the way.
Oh, Dyckman houses.
Yeah. Not only that, there's Dyckman. You know where it used to be one of the wildest places ever been to my life. But that is a Dominican man's dream over there, boys. Especially Friday nights.
What was like the one where like I can't remember who I think it was Allen. I can't remember what big. But I think Kevin Durant said he used to play.
That's Rucker. That's where the home of one Jamal Mashburn. That's 155th Street Espionage Gardens in Harlem.
Oh, that's near where you are in Harlem?
No. I'm not in Harlem. I'm nowhere near Harlem, but it's in Harlem. It's like near the end of Harlem when Harlem turns into Washington Heights. Right by Yankee Stadium. It's like 10 minutes from Yankee Stadium.
So it's the Rucker Park is the border between Washington Heights and Harlem?
Yes. What's up, buddy Epson?
What's up, Coach? How y'all doing?
Hey, what's happening, man?
You guys this week.
Back
I enjoyed my rest. There was nothing going on really until today and tomorrow. So, I'm back.
The winter meetings were pretty dead. There was no big time trades, Mace. What happened?
You know what happened? What made me smile? The Mets have crashed. I love it.
What is it called? What's his name? Who's the Mets fan that you underrated? Isn't he a Mets fan?
Yeah.
He's not happy about that.
No, he's not. At least his Jets got 5 #1 picks. He's happy about that. I had him up here 2 weeks ago. He's happy about that.
Gold, who's your team?
The darkness.
As far as baseball?
Yeah.
You guys can talk. I'll be right back.
St. Louis Cardinals.
You're a Cardinals fan?
I'm a Cardinal.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're a Rams fan then?
When they were the Rams in St. Louis.
Yeah.
We know that's been a long.
Yeah, Kroenke screwed you guys. Honestly, Kroenke screwed you guys.
Shoot, the Astros. I like the Astros and the Marlins. That's it.
Do you think they're ever going to have an NBA team in Missouri?
No, sir, I don't. Because Missouri don't get the support like they used to. But I'm a San Diego because I've been in San Diego for a significant time. So yeah, I kind of.
You're a Padres fan now?
Well. I mean, I support them, but I don't support them like that because they always disappoint. When they get up there, and then they were like, boo. That's the problem I have with them, man. So
no one's gonna beat the Dodgers. I'm sorry.
So
I mean, the Dodgers is a formidable team. The team that gives them the most grief are the Yankees. I mean, sometime, what was that last team who was it?
Yankees.
Who's that other team that gives them grief? Not the
Astros.
Not the Orioles. The Astros won last year, right?
Oh no, the Dodgers won last year.
Oh, the year before that, the Astros won.
22.
Was it?
Yeah, 22. The I can't remember who was 23. I think the Dodgers won back-to-back World Series.
Texas won 23.
Yeah, the Astros won 1 year.
The Rangers.
I don't remember exactly when.
24 is the Dodgers.
Here you go. 2020 Dodgers. 2021 was the Braves. 22 Astros. 23 Texas. 24 Dodgers, and this past year Dodgers. Dodgers
hit them in the head twice, huh?
Yep. They sure have. Yep. Yeah.
Well,
it's not the same though, man. Baseball is definitely not the same.
Since 1994.
Yeah, man. And you know, I was watching this last 3:00 in the morning. Can these Barry Bonds groupies get over it? The next time that man will be nominated is 2037. Get over it.
I retired when can you get in Hall of Fame?
Gold, I think me will be in rocking chairs.
Yes, sir. By that time, huh?
And he did it to himself because no one told him to be jealous of Solskjaer and Maguire.
Well, I mean, hey, man. Hey, I don't think he was jealous, Mace. I don't think he was jealous, man. Come on, man. You think he was jealous?
He admitted he was.
Really?
He said, how the hell are these two guys getting all this love and no one realizes how great of a player I was?
Well, Barry Bonds was a good player. He was a great player.
Stupid, man. He should have never did that shit. And then the next year he comes back. His hat size was 7 3/8. He comes back as 8 1/4. Come on, Barry.
Yeah, Barry Bonds was a good player, man.
Barry Bonds, and I say this a lot. If he never did what he did, this would have been the greatest outfielder.
What'd he do, man?
You know what he did. Come on.
Well, come on.
My man was taking that HGH like there's no tomorrow, bro.
Come on. Come on, Mace. What'd he do, Mace?
He got that HGH and ruined the game. You know what, though? I don't put him as the face of it. I put Sosa and Maguire as the face of it.
Yeah.
Those were the guys who got the love. Those were the guys, right? You could be watching, let's see what was television back then. Okay. You could be watching the TV show ER on NBC back then. They'll break into it to show you Sosa and Maguire's at backslide.
ER, dang.
But look, man, look. I don't care what anybody say. You could be taking all the steroids you want to be taking, right? You still got to hit the ball. You still got to hit the ball, man.
That's what it did. It made you hit better because it helped your eyes see the ball better.
So you're saying that steroids help you see the ball?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Hey, players have come out and said it.
Oh man,
dude,
steroids don't help.
How could you explain? Hold on. How could you explain Brady Anderson hitting 56 home runs and the next year he hits 18? Come on.
Well, wasn't his year. It wasn't his year. I mean, come on, man. If that was true, then you would see a lot more. You would see a lot more people taking steroids because they want to catch the ball. They want to throw the ball better, be more accurate. Come on, man.
No, the steroids was for the clear, the cream and the clear was for hitting home runs. That's it. Everything else you do on your own ability. But like I said,
so he has to see the ball. He has to see the ball. He has
that's
to be able to
why
hit the
it
ball.
made your eyes better. Players have admitted this.
No.
Mark McGuire
I
admitted
don't
this.
think so, Mace.
He admitted this.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh,
I
man.
say all the time. Baseball ruined itself. Like 305 said a couple of seconds ago. That All-Star game in 1994 when Tony Gwynn scored from first base, that was the last of baseball. Us three right here, up here right now, that was the last of the baseball we grew up and remembered. Baseball being played purely by great players.
That's the night baseball died.
Yep. Sure was.
NFL season.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
Who is Tim Raines today in the year 2025?
I don't know Tim Raines.
There is none. Who is Ricky Henderson?
I don't know Ricky Henderson.
You never heard of Ricky Henderson?
I have, but I don't know.
Well, no, my point is the player of today is nothing like the player of yesteryear, and it's not even close. Who you got now? Judge? And Ohtani is just a freak, but Ohtani is legit. And so it was Judge, they questioned, but I will give him he's legit. Other than that, bro, none of these players tickle anyone's fancy.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I can't deny that the game has changed, man. I can't deny that.
I mean, when we grew up, listen to this. When we grew up, who did the Pirates have? Parker, Stenick, what's his face? Omar Moreno, Sanguian, Ed Willie Stargell. We knew how great these guys were. Your Cardinals, Willie McGee, Vince Coleman, Tommy Herr, Andy Van Syke.
Yeah, hey, Mace. I think you dating yourself, brother. I'm too young. I'm too young for that.
These players who I just mentioned, these guys are legendary players.
I'm too young
in today's baseball.
Mace, I'm too young for that, man.
You grew up in San Diego. You remember Tony Gwynn, right? I
do, yes, sir. I do.
Tell me a hitter in today's baseball is Tony Gwynn, a Rod Carew. They don't have it. Yeah. Ohtani's Superman. He's all wrapped up in one, and he can pitch. Other than that, you tell me a baseball player that you would say, you know what, I'm going to go see him when he comes to San Diego.
I don't have one.
There you go. Proves my point. Back in our day, when we were younger.
Point proven.
Yeah, back in our day, living in New York, even though I grew up going to Yankee Stadium 50 games a year watching the ghetto Yankees. That's what they nicknamed Reggie's Yankees back then.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I got to see Boston come in with Fisk, Jim Rice, Fred Lynn. I got to see the Dodgers come in. The Reds with, to me, one of the great lineups ever with Bench, Perez, Rose, Ken Griffey. These teams don't have that. Who's the only team that has it? The Dodgers. And they should have lost this World Series. The Blue Jays gave it away.
They cheated. They had their referees.
I mean, even the Astros had a squad to remember. Today's baseball, bro. I don't want to hear about the bottom of the Yankee lineup that sucks ass other than Judge. These guys are scrubs down there. Today's baseball is horrible. It just is.
Mace, I got to push off, man. I thank you
Hey,
for
great having
having
you.
me.
Don't be a stranger, bro.
I thank you for having me, man.
No
Bless me
problem, man. We appreciate
with
you.
coming up with the opportunity to come up and rock with you a little bit, man.
And I appreciate that you let me get my monologue out there because I haven't been on since last Sunday. So,
Okay.
People think that something happened. No, I just took a break and I feel great.
Yeah, when I
appreciate
hadn't
it.
seen you for a while, I was like, how come I ain't seeing Mace? I ain't seeing his notification. I had to go in and redo the bell. You know how they play.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
Because otherwise, I mean, we've been rocking for a minute, man.
It's been like 6. I've been up here for 5, but I was in the manosphere in the chat rooms of some of the rooms since 2019. So, when I see people who I remember, I always give them a shout out and give them love. Because the manosphere, the one thing it did for me, it made me be around my people.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm one of these guys, but I'm a black man, and I'm proud of it. I wouldn't want to be anybody else.
Right. Off top.
That's right, man. Always. Appreciate you, Gold.
All right, man. I will talk to y'all later, man. You guys have a
be
great
good. Don't be a
evening.
stranger, man. Keep listening. I appreciate those kind words you said. Thank you. Gold P. Gold Professor, everybody. Great 90 minutes with my brother. Talking everything with him, including an hour of boxing, believe it or not. Which leads me to my man right here. How are you feeling? Are you ready for Monday night?
So we're ready, Monday night.
There you go. Big game for Miami. A lot of people, Dolphin media fans, believe this is the game that can turn their franchise around. I kind of agree with that because they're playing the right way finally. And your boy up here is vindicated because I've been saying this for the last 5 years. Shout out to iTest, of course. Big money, Sean. Me and 305 right here. We'll be on the air 8 o'clock Monday night for the big one in Pittsburgh. The Dolphins in a meaningful game, folks.
Gotta get that dub Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
We put Aaron Rodgers back in the penitentiary.
No T.J. Watt Monday night, folks.
We smell blood Monday night.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. Also, Josh Jacobs game time decision. Both teams are looking at this like a Super Bowl. Denver and Green Bay tomorrow. We'll do that game up here. And like I said earlier, you missed what I said. If Green Bay's defense is the way I roll my eyes at it, Green Bay's in trouble, folks. Surtain is back. And me and Mr. Miami here, we saw his father be a great DB. Should be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Great Dolphin DB, late 90s, 2000s. And it's going to be some game tomorrow. Phillip Rivers will start tomorrow. I'll keep you abreast of how he's doing. And that Hornets nest in Seattle and the Seahawks defense of Leonard Williams has let me know they will greet him back into the league. You know what that means. And of course, the 1 o'clock game up here tomorrow, and I know Mr. Miami will be cutting the grass tomorrow.
Grass
What
is over.
What do you think? Buffalo at New England tomorrow. Will we see the Patriots take their division back tomorrow?
Both of them teams get a finger.
Oh man,
Mr. Miami.
I know you don't. I'm excited for it. I think Buffalo wins tomorrow, though.
I think New England gonna win this game tomorrow.
If they do, then Buffalo's officially done because they're not beating Houston in the 4-5 matchup. They're not.
Buffalo. I think Buffalo lost to Houston.
Yeah, they got their ass kicked on Thursday night football. I did that game up here. All right, Michael Parsons sent, as Mr. Miami will say, shots fired at the Broncos after all the trash talking. The Broncos are treating this game tomorrow, folks, like it's Super Bowl 60. They're already saying they're going to inflict pain on the Packer receivers. It's going to be fascinating. And then you got the shootout tomorrow. You ready for the shootout tomorrow, Mr. Miami?
Who play tomorrow? The shootout.
Lions and Rams tomorrow.
About to take the Rams.
I'm gonna take the Rams too.
It's in the LA.
Yep. It's in LA.
Rams gonna beat the brakes off of them. And I think Broncos gonna beat the brakes off the Packers tomorrow.
It could be. You know me, I'm not buying Green Bay. You know that.
Green Bay slackers.
Of course, I buy the quarterback, but that's me.
Let's see. I can't wait to 26 because when they come to the when we like invasion.
There you go. Trying to get the weather for tomorrow. Let me see the weather check. Gonna be freezing across the country tomorrow, folks. By the way, I know here we got snow tonight and tomorrow.
Oh shoot!
Mm-hmm.
What's the weather gonna be like in Pittsburgh?
It's gonna be, I think, 18 at kickoff.
18, damn.
Mm-hmm. No T.J. Watt tomorrow. I mean, on Monday night. All right, Cleveland. Browns and Bears tomorrow at kickoff, folks. Minus 17 tomorrow, Chicago.
Better wear 2 jackets when you go to Pittsburgh. And a space heater.
33 here, 33 in New England, 33 in Philly, 12 in Cincinnati tomorrow.
Whoa!
Let me get Miami and Pittsburgh. I got it right here. Canadians and Oilers tomorrow night after the Green Bay game. You pumped up for that, 305? You get your rematch on the Oilers when they cheated and robbed you in Edmonton a couple months back?
Yep, I'll be watching that game tomorrow.
How are you watching the games now, man? How are you watching the game, man?
I'm talking about last week was on Fox Southwest or the Midwest.
Oh, yeah, Midwest, yeah, because that was St. Louis he played, I believe. All right, 16 tomorrow in Pittsburgh, 21 and dropping, going down to 15 Monday night in Pittsburgh. So the Dolphins always hear the questions. When you're going to win a cold weather game? Well, you're going to find out. The Jets was a scrimmage. Wait till they get there. Let me see where else.
I know Jack Jones wanted the cold weather game.
Oh yeah.
When they that Christmas Day game between the Chiefs.
Yeah, I remember that one. All right, the 10 weather games. Foxborough tomorrow with the Bills. Trying to find out.
And the paddy wagons at the airport.
There you go. Trying to get
Jack Jones and Douglas, they the Wardens.
Yep. Look at Denver. Go back here. Pittsburgh is going to be cold like a mother in Pittsburgh on Monday. Only going up to 16 in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Better be glad the game ain't tomorrow. Let me see. Tomorrow's going to be 32. The snow's coming down tonight. Then it's going to be sunny. It's going to be sunny the rest of the week. Here we go. This is what I want to see. Finally got my weather channel, NFL weather. All right. Tomorrow in Cleveland, Chicago, 10 degrees, minus 10 tomorrow kickoff. Cincinnati, minus 14 tomorrow. At Arrowhead, Chargers and Chiefs, 17 degrees. 30 in Foxborough.
It's a wrap for the Chiefs.
All right. This is what we wanted to see, and God has blessed us. Kickoff tomorrow in Denver, 62 degrees and sunny. So we'll get the best of both teams tomorrow in that late game, folks.
Oh, they're going to eat them up tomorrow.
Well. 54 at kickoff in Quest Field tomorrow for Phillip Rivers and the Colts going to Seattle. 54 at kickoff, but it's going to rain.
Seahawks? Seahawks?
Yep. And, of course, Pittsburgh and Miami clear, 20 degrees at kickoff Monday night.
Damn.
So it will be cold, folks, down in South and Pittsburgh. So the only place weather is not going to be a problem is Denver. And that's all we want to see. Get the announcing teams for tomorrow. Me 305 just laughing it up here. All right, here we go. You know who's doing the Monday night game? That'll be Aikman and Buck, of course. Lisa Salter's back in Pittsburgh, where she's from. Tony Dorsett's niece. If you didn't know that. Who's doing the Cleveland game tomorrow, you asked? That'll be Kevin Kugler. He's a pretty damn good announcer. Daryl Moose Johnson and Allison Williams. Ravens and Bengals, Aditi Kinkubawa is there, along with Spiro Diaz and Adam Archuleta. Arizona at Houston, that massacre is about to happen. Chris Myers and Stank Surf and Jennifer Hill. Jets and Jaguars. The beautiful Tiffany Blackman is there, the daughter of Don Blackman, former great Patriot DB back in the 70s and 80s. McCarthy, Ross Tucker, and Tiffany are there. Always good to see the beautiful Tiffany Blackman. Chargers and Chiefs, Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins, all three of them live in Kansas City, so they don't have to get on a plane. Big game I'm doing tomorrow, the early game, Bills and Patriots. Iron Eagle, J.J. Watt, and Evan Washburn. No one cares who's doing the Giant game. No one cares who's doing the Philly game. All right, the big one, Green Bay. Nance, Romo, and Tracy Wolfson. The big one on Fox, you know who that is. Burkhardt, Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi. We'll see Carolina next week as they play for the division title against the Buccaneers next Sunday. I never thought that would come out of my mouth.
Tiffany Blackman used to be with NFL Network a long time ago.
Yes. She is such a knockout. And I guess my baby is going to be in Seattle tomorrow. Bless you, 305. That's the gorgeous A.J. Ross, another Pittsburgh. Yep, that's where she's at. Catalan, Charles Davis, Jason McCourty, and the beautiful fine dime piece, A.J. Ross, will be in Seattle tomorrow.
Get out of there.
And, of course, Christina Pink, boy, I tell you guys, that is a black woman with an ass. Let me tell you. Adam Amin and Drew Brees are there. You know who's in Dallas. We'll skip that. And in Miami, as they show Lisa Walters talking to Tua, Buck Aikman, Lisa Salters, and Laura Rutledge. Dolphins, Steelers. So there goes your games, folks, and your announcers for this week.
It's in Pittsburgh.
I did it on a Saturday.
I wish it was in Miami.
Yep. Steelers. I cannot wait till you say, when that game is over, Pittsburgh Steelers, acknowledge me.
I will be doing that tomorrow. I forgot Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Penguins acknowledge me.
There you go. We love you, Melina. Melina wishes us both happy Saturday.
What's up, Sister Melina? How you doing? Get well soon, my sister.
Yeah, well, is he sick?
Now she just got a cold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she'll be all right. It's that Toronto weather.
Get ready for the tonight game.
That's right. They're playing the Rangers. You know what's funny? The Ranger channel, they had the Devils game at 12:30 today. They got the Islander game on now, and they're going to have the Rangers in about an hour from now. So I'll leave it here. Well, me and Mr. Miami are talking a little bit. Matter of fact, I won't be talking much longer, but 305, I miss you, my friend. It's great to see you on a Saturday evening.
So I said, where Coach Mace said he been on here since 1920.
Coach Mace was taking a sabbatical and enjoying, because there was nothing really on this week. I did the Quinn Hughes trade yesterday evening. I talked about that today. Go Professor was nice enough to let me do my monologues.
We lost Sunday night to the Blues.
Mm-hmm.
And we won other night. We beat the Penguins.
Yeah, we'll see the Canadians tomorrow night against Edmonton.
In Montreal?
Yep. Montreal,
on the line.
Montreal. Yep. Beautiful Miss Melina. I love that trade for both teams. And more for Vancouver, because Vancouver is going to keep the players they got yesterday for 5 years. Well, I don't know if Quinn Hughes is going to like it. And I don't know if he's going to like it in
lay it on the line.
In Minnesota. We'll see. All right, Islanders blew a 2-0 lead. Patrick Waugh not happy. Islanders very exciting. It's
Happy
amazing.
birthday, Coach.
I appreciate that, and we're gonna do something nice for you next Monday night.
Shoot, next Monday night. I think Monday night I might be going to a bar Monday night.
What, next Monday for your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy yourself.
I'm just gonna be there for a minute. I ain't trying to stay here all night, because I ain't trying to get a DWI. And you know what? If you get one of them DWI, you lose your driver's license. He gonna be asking you for can you come pick me up? But I'm just gonna go there and have a drink.
Enjoy yourself, man. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. My birthday was very quiet, but what I loved about it was I got plenty of rest.
Dang.
And that's what you should want on your birthday, to enjoy your day. Because you're not here. We're not here forever, man.
No.
And I appreciate life now more than ever before. That's why I don't get worked up on things like I used to, bro. It's not worth the energy.
Well, how long you gonna be on next Monday night?
Which one? Your birthday?
Uh-huh.
I'll be on. I'm gonna do Rivers against the Niners. Eye test will be up here. You can pull up after you finish, bro.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I think it's gonna be a big game.
Cause I know sometimes you get tired.
You know what is really? I get bored. Like, I had all this time off. When I came up today, I was excited because tomorrow we got big games. We had a big trade. Joe Burrow wants out of Cincinnati.
Oh,
That idiot coach in Michigan did what he did, and I roasted him up here.
Dang.
Yeah. Because I'm energized, man. I feel good.
And rest in peace to Peter Green. Remember Peter Green from what's that movie dang, The Mask.
Okay. I never watched The Mask.
Somebody that show on The Mask, the movie The Mask.
Yeah, I know.
He passed today.
We're losing everybody now, man. It's sad.
We losing people. We lost a lot of people this year.
We sure did. We sure did, bro. As long as we haven't lost each other, we're good, bro. Me and you are just, bro. Always good to hear your voice. Always good to see everybody. You know, I try to make this into a place where we can have fun and relax. I mean, Go Professor came up here. He thought I was going to give him combat. Instead, I made him laugh. I made him smile. You know, that's what I like to do, man. All we're doing is talking what we like. We like sports. Some people like wrestling like you do. I love hockey. You know, you like it now because your team, you watch your team evolve the second you got there, which is beautiful to see.
Team Montreal.
Yep. Les Canadiens.
The champions.
Yes.
24-time champions. Chris Jericho used to do that. You made the list.
You know what I like? When the Canadians, when there's teams like, teams like Toronto, their fans talk a lot of bullshit. What they do is when they play the Leafs, they take a spotlight and show every banner.
Damn. You make the list.
You crazy.
Jericho used to do that. That mom used to be funny every time he used to say that.
Break the walls, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So next year he gonna retire next year.
Yeah, I could see that.
He been wrestling since he wrestling almost when we was in school.
Yep. I remember that.
I'm talking about high school.
Yeah.
Like 89, 90, 1 and 2.
And his band Fozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Get ready for another great Sunday of NFL football tomorrow. I'm pumped up. I've been waiting for this week for years, bro. I shouldn't say years. I mean weeks. I've been waiting for this week 15 for a couple of weeks now. It's here tomorrow. My man, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you. And you know I'll be up here tomorrow. 10:30 early, you'll be snoring. And then when I get the game started for Foxborough, you'll be eating your country breakfast.
Mississippi breakfast.
There you go. I want to thank everybody. Go Professor.
Thanks for having me up tonight, y'all, Coach.
No problem. Manzano, Molina, Iman Perry was up here. I play him tomorrow in the playoffs in fantasy. Dat Boy was in the chat early.
How's I'm doing in the fantasy?
No, forget it. Don't worry. I'll give you a crash course. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. 10:30 and 10:35 Eastern time for the pregame show. And then we'll get started. Coach. Say again, Phil.
I'm out, Coach.
Yeah, let me let you out of the club.
I'll see you on tomorrow morning.
You got it, man. Rest. Enjoy yourself, all right, bro?
All right, then, man. Love you, Coach.
Love you too, man. Enjoy your Saturday night. And Melina says, good games on tomorrow. Yeah, and Melina, I'm gonna send you the spread on your on your IG, okay? I'll send it to you in a few minutes, right? Love you all, people in the clouds. Love everybody. Great to be back. Got well rested for the week. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning, 10:35, with that 5-game blockbuster. And I'll be doing Buffalo at New England against Green Bay at Denver tomorrow. I love you all. See you tomorrow morning, everybody. A long day tomorrow up here. Good evening from the Oasis, everybody. Thank you. Melina, stay beautiful.